Hey there everybody, Charles from Sabers Malice. How we doing out there? I have another saber review for you all today. This one coming to you from Ultrasabers. That is the Ultrasabers Malice, and it is a very, very large saber. Very large. Um, Obviously inspired by Darth Malgus from the Old Republic, the Deceived novel. Um, Very heavy. I mean, this son of a bitch is heavy. I've dueled with this. I didn't do an unboxing video, sorry. But I've dueled with this. I have, worn it as a show saber, and it gets a lot of looks. A lot of people ask, how heavy is it? How is it as one hand or two hander? And if you have any familiarity with like a longsword or like a claymore, closer to a longsword, but definitely a claymore in weight, this thing is a weighty son of a bitch. Like I said, starting from the pommel, we're gonna work our way up. I opted for the rounded pommel. You got three or four choices, I think. You have the round one, the square one, a black square one, and I think you have like a black round one. I'm not entirely sure. But I like the round one better than the square one, just because it doesn't drive into your hand as much. I had to sand this down because, I don't know if I can get it on camera there. It's very sharp on these edges, these rolled edges here. They're very sharp. I had to sand them down. After about 3 passes, they were good. Not a big deal, but if you're using this to fight somebody, that can be very uncomfortable. You wouldn't want to cut your hand open, obviously. Now, working our way up, the body's ribbed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. 5 sections. And I think that's actually an MHS system. This is unscrews, but I haven't tried that yet because I don't want to void the warranty. It comes with, if you select the option, the activation box, it comes on the side here, right here. And that's where your AV switch would be. If you selected AV switch or guarded switch, I went for anti-vandal, but no box. I like my switches, to be recessed. So that's where it is. Working our way up. It has the nice high collar here that's on here. Again, like the pommel, I had to sand this down because it's fairly uncomfortable if you're trying to duel with it. So not so much of a problem now as it was, but just something to watch out for if you are considering this. The button there is purely cosmetic. It doesn't do anything. It's just there. You can get them in different colors. Red, black, green, bronze, silver, I think, are the options. Working our way to the actual emitter. It's very, very, very nicely styled. I love the grooves that come in it. Very technical looking. It's not super ornate, but it's nice, These actually come off. These giant, the elephant in the room here. These giant claws that get flanked by that flank the emitter here. There's 2 sections. There's the regular claws, and then you have the fairly large ones that come out, I think, about an extra 2 inches. So you get about that much more on the claw there than you do with this. And for me, that's just outrageous. Like, this is outrageous. So I know the other ones, like from here, is like super outrageous. They're not sharp. They're flattened. So, I mean, you probably could sharpen them. I don't recommend you do that, though. What I got in here is just a basic latching anti-vandal. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I'm clicking it on and off, obviously. Tricree red, like I do with most of mine. That's actually red, red, white. You can see it kind of comes through. If I pull it back, the white bleeds in a little bit more than the red does. So I hope that's not too hard to see, but it might be. This is natural sunlight coming in right now because, I didn't want to shoot this in the closet or anything. But there's that. And as a dueling saber, like I said, it's really heavy. You just heard me put it on the table. It's fairly heavy. One-handed, it can be done. You gotta really, really choke up on those power swings. Two-handed, it's a lot more controllable, obviously. This is a 40-inch blade from the Custom Saber Shop. I can get that in frame there. The whole thing. So, it's got a decent amount of length on it. It's a very throaty saber. Not much else to say other than, like, the problems I had with it when I first bought it, obviously, were the sharp ends there. And, again, I don't know if this is just a thing with most saber companies. They don't come with a set screw. I had to go out and buy another set screw. I don't know if it's something I need to start putting in the comments. Hey, give me a set screw for the saber, but something to consider. Let's see. That's pretty much all there is to this one. Again, really short review. I'm not trying to take up too much time. If you do buy this, I bought this as just, the build your own saber, just the hilt only. Beware, it is very top heavy. It wants to do this a lot. So, I mean, this is straight up a show saber. If I was to do anything with it, it'd be a show saber. If you're a fan of Dark Malgus, this is for you. If you just want something to really impress people when you go to like your convention, or you do go to a lightsaber comp and you just want something to wear on your hip when you first show up, this is the guy here. This thing. People take notice when you have something like this, because this is damn near a weapon for real. I like the more streamlined look of this. Like I said, if you get it with the activation box, it will be right there in the way, so you will not be able to grip this at all. I always opt for, the most streamlined saber you can actually get. Yeah, guys. Check us out again, Charles, Nightsabers Lex. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out here on YouTube. Take it easy.